Here we are in Boca Chica looking at the land on the 4th road right next to the beach. It's just a couple feet above sea level here, and they've raised up this property here by several more feet. They dug it out and then put big stone in, and then they put more topsoil on top of that, and they layered it with this fabric between the different layers. You'll see some of that fabric later on toward the end of this video. I'll show you around the neighborhood here on this road, and there we have the mega bay there, and to the left is the high bay. You can see there's a starship in there as well. So these people here on the beach are going to have a great view as things continue to develop. Just yesterday they moved in these smaller buildings here, and I guess they're going to arrange them on this property, on this lot. They're still piling up and doing some land work there. Straight ahead, if we went straight out, it would take us to that ocean. These are, I guess, the tiny houses or something like that. I don't have the exact name for these little cottages, but they have a bunch of these all around Boca Chica Village. There are a bunch of silver ones, and these aren't silver. These are made out of wood, it appears. So I'm just going to get a bunch of different shots of these on this lot, and I'll show some areas of how they did the groundwork here. At the very end, I'll also do a 360, tying it into the LBJ Boulevard, where you'll be able to see how it all worked, a better positioning. These are, looks like some stairs that are going to go onto each one of those cottages. And we're looking at the back of, that's the 3rd street there on the left, and that goes the length from all the way, the high bay, the mega bay, all the way back toward LBJ Boulevard behind us. So these run east-west of these roads, and we're going to turn, so we're going to see north-south. Going out into the ocean, there's north-south. The depth of the water out there isn't very deep. It's very shallow until you get to the actual port of Brownsville. So this is very shallow, and in the drier months and during low tide, you could walk out onto that ocean area. So it's more of a marsh. And there's a lot of lots here which are still to be developed by either personal property owners or whatnot. Different people, including SpaceX, own lots in the area. This looks like some, I don't know what this is called, turf, or they're rolling this out. I'm not sure. Maybe this is to prevent erosion. I mean, it probably looks nice for some people. I'm not into the whole rubber thing for grass, but looks like some turf that they're going to roll out. I'm sure it'll look really nice when it's all said and done. This lot, I think, was originally assessed at around $13,000. This is the actual polypropylene, it looks like, for this. That's the label for this mesh, which they're putting between all the layers of soil or rock. Carl West in the live stream tonight said that this was used for keeping it allows the water to go through, but keeps the rock or soil in place. So far there aren't any other tall buildings here in Boca Chica except for the high bay, the mid bay, and the mega bay. And we got the different starships and the booster there on the right. But maybe over time this will get more city-like. Now we got a great sunrise here. It's still morning. This was just a really beautiful shot. Here's some of the compacted. This is some of the how it looked originally. All this grassy area. That's how it all looked, and they did quite a bit of land work. You'll see here in some of the other areas. You can see it's raised up a couple feet, several feet here, and they have that fabric sticking out on some of the areas where you can see how that's coming out. That red flag up there is probably a property boundary. And the the lower level there, just a natural grassy area, is just a foot or two above sea level. During sunrise and sunset, you can see the sunrise and sunset. Here's another shot of some of that polypropylene or whatever it is, that mesh. Until I saw those rolls that we saw earlier in the video, I didn't realize how extensive they use it, but they use it a lot here. All this soil was trucked in. And here's the natural, how it originally looked. We're at the very edge of the lot. Just marsh. They got some palm trees over there too. I'll go and get some shots of that as well. Here we're looking down the LBJ Boulevard right there, and I'll get another shot. Looking to the east, that's all. There are hundreds of lots out that way, but that's within the road closure area to the right there. So this is the beach. This is where that hover boat comes in from the South Padre Island. Here we're looking a little bit toward the west now. I'm excited to see how they arrange these houses. It's going to be interesting. I think this is either a SpaceX lot or a private lot. The beach doesn't have any sand on it. It's more of a muddy area. And here's going to be the final shot. I'll do a 360 here. We'll get a good shot down the LBJ Boulevard. That's where the other two roads are, Weems and Euclid, or the other, I don't remember the first road down back, But also the highway is in that other direction as well. That's Highway 4, Boca Chica Boulevard. Here's the final shot. I'll continue to do updates here and how it looks. Take care.